Hi everybody, it's Nancy. Hope you're having a great Saturday. If it says was live above my head, that means you're catching the replay. Just type hashtag replay and I will welcome you. Keyword today is wild. So type the word wild and check your messages. That'll get you my product list. I needed some time with you guys today. I've been in my garage working on my machine, trying to understand it all, and got a little stressed. So I needed some crafting time. I hope you guys are good. I am good. So we are going to use, we have some, with the new launch, a recent launch. I'm not sure which one because there's been a few. We have had, I think this was the summer launch, some patches, okay? These are sew-on patches. They're not iron-on patches. They're sew-on. And we have a transfer that goes with them, and they're getting low in stock, and so I thought, let me just come on and do some with you. Let me see if, let's hope I am live. Yay, I'm live. Okay, sweet. So I wanted to do a couple and then give you, of course, my outside the box thinking way Nancy does things idea. So that's what we're going to do. And I see a lot of you are here, but how do I do this again? This keeps changing on me and it's super annoying. Maybe if I do this, no, that's not going to do it. Hang on. Hang on. That's not it. Hi, how are you, Christine? Christina, sorry, Rochelle, hello, Denise. Guys, this Facebook has changed up my life here. Okay, here we go. Oh, goodness. I can only handle so many changes at one time before it gives me some anxiety. Okay, let's just get started. This is going to be really quick, but I did want to show you some options. How's everybody doing? Let me get my scissors out. Hello. Hi, Janet and Kathy and Kim Daniels. How are you? Hope you're good. Lena, Rochelle, I said hi. Hi, Mary Ann. Welcome. Okay, I think we're good. Did I send out my notice? I did. Yay. Hi, Cindy. So let me show you what we're going to do, and then I'll tell you about my machine. So we're going to use a couple designs. These patches, they each come 4 in a pack, okay? Like I said, they are sew-on, but you could also get fabric glue if you wanted. And then this reusable subscreen transfer is, hi, Margaret, I'm sorry. I saw Marianne and I saw Margaret together and I got it confused. Anyway, these match perfectly. So there's a couple I want to do from here, but then I'm going to show you another option, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and just lift this up and slide this down. Take my transfer trimmers. I just love that sound. I'm going to do Trophy Husband for my husband. So it's got a cute little deer on it. And we're a big hiking family, so I just thought I needed to make some of these. Probably I'm going to put them on my hiking backpack. But I am not going to hand sew these live. You can just relax and know that I am not going to be doing that. I have a sewing machine and I have fabric glue, or I may even just hot glue them. We shall see. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Which ones do I want to have? Also, maybe this one. Well, let's just cut them all. So I went for a run. I got the rest of my machine set up. It works. It works, by the way. I had to plug some things in. I had to go to the store and get water because it has a cooling system. It's a whole big thing. Hi, Amanda. Oh, it is so humid. I've been sweating like crazy. I'm still in my running clothes. It's crazy. But now in order for the program to work with the machine, I need to go get a cable. I need an Ethernet adapter. So I was getting stressed on how to hook it up, and so I decided to come here. So here we are. Okay, so we're going to take these patches. I'm going to start with this trophy husband one. Now, honestly, with these, you could use paste or ink. It's totally your preference. If you're going to put this on something that you want to wash, then you should use ink. Ink is permanent, and you can wash, you can wash it once you heat set it. So I'm going to use ink because I do, when we go hiking and on our hiking trips, I always wash the backpacks when we come back. Yay, Janet. Yes, it's, again, I'm learning too many new things at once, and because I didn't understand everything, I stressed and I said, nope, I'm going to go craft, and then I'll go back to it. Okay, so this is how I'm lining this up, okay? And then I think we're not big fishermen well, my husband and I are not. But he loves to go whitewater rafting. Has anybody ever done that? So we're going to go ahead and do this one. It says never lost, always exploring. Hi, Charlene. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Hope everybody's having an awesome Saturday. It is so warm here. I mean, it's Texas and it's summer, so it's fine. I'm going to do a couple square ones. I'm going to pick this one that says wander often. Again, I'm choosing the ones that are all like hiking themed because we're a big hiking family when we go on vacation. I'm going to do this. Hi, Patricia. How are you doing? Are you recovered and home yet? Or when will you go home? That's not exactly in the middle. Hang on. I didn't put that in the middle. Let's put it in the middle. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it was kind of janky there. Okay, so I am just, you can see, I'm just taking my squeegee and pressing it in. A lot of these, like these two, have a lot of silkscreen, not a lot of stickiness to them, so I just want to make sure what's there is sticky. Okay, I definitely have to have the fire. Hang on. Do you remember on my last trip, I made a fire with a magnifying glass? Supposed to be 100. Can you use paste on something that is washable even after you heat? Amanda, you can't really heat set paste. You heat set ink. Paste is semi-permanent, and what will happen, it won't come completely out, but it will, when you wash it, it will fade. So you really don't want to use paste on anything that's washable. I'm talking about fabric in particular. If you wash something with paste on it, like in the dishwasher, like on a cup, it's going to come off. I mean, that's just, you could hand wash it. But if you're putting it on fabric, it's going to fade a lot. So I would not, if you're going to, you want ink if you're going to wash something. Hi, Melinda. You're welcome. No, not home. That's still in the hospital. We'll find out something next week. Okay, well, hopefully, I assume they didn't just rush you out, but just wanted to check. Okay, I have 4 more patches. So what I'm deciding, I like the axe. So my daughter's college she went to was their mascot, I guess. Was a lumberjack, and they would always say axe 'em jacks, so maybe I'll make them one of those. Though they were purple, I don't know if I'm going to do purple. Let me grab some black ink. I am using all ink because I haven't fully decided everything that I'm going to put these on. So I'm just going to go with ink, and then that way I have options. Let's see. I don't want those, I don't think. Okay. Then, so I have these. Now the other ones that I'm going to do, or at least this one for sure, I'm going to get the patriotic. This is kind of like the minis, only some of them are a little bigger. I got some patriotic designs. So I am going to see what I can get to fit on this, okay? I am going to, let's see. I like this freedom, but I don't know how it's going to fit. Oh, didn't I do the fire? Oh, I guess I didn't. I was going to do the fire and then I didn't. Well, can I put this on here? Hang on, if I can put this on here, then I'll do the fire on that one. Yeah, I can, mostly. It'll be close. Oh, I can get that so close. All right, I'm going to put this freedom one on here. Nope, my surgeon pulled in a plastic chair. That will be good. They'll probably help keep everything in place. Okay, we're going to do this freedom one on this oval going like this. I'm going to get that fire because I did say I had to do fire and then I didn't grab it. I grabbed the compass, which is also a good one for us. Okay, we're going to get the fire on here. I'm just getting these all on and then we'll just ink them all, be really quick. All right, we want to do one more patriotic one. Thanks for the sprinkles. Hey, Barbara, I'm so glad you're here and thanks for sprinkling. Okay, what can I put on here? I want to put, we could do some stripes. I'm just trying to decide here. Oh, I like 1776. Let's do this. Oh, I haven't separated this one. We're going to do established, USA established 1776 on the oval also. Okay. So I think maybe after this, I will probably stop being stressed and go to the store and grab the cable I need. Once I get because I kind of know how to use it. I've been doing some research. It's not like haven't done anything. Once I get my computer communicating with the laser, then we're good. Then I feel more confident. But right now I'm not feeling confident. Okay, so we're going to put these aside. We'll do the patriotic ones last. Okay, now these, let's see, 1, 2, 3. This one I might want. I'm going to do these two in Scout ink. You guys, I don't know where I was when the news came out about having Scout available in an ink. I just was on the site, I don't know, a month or so ago, and I went, what? Maybe this happened around the time my dad passed and I was just too stressed. But look at that green. This is the prettiest. I'm like, well, I'm definitely buying that. So I've had it here for a little bit. It's not like I just got it yesterday. But you guys, this is a very pretty metallic green. And I think it's perfect for any like camping or whatever. Thanks for sprinkles. You guys are awesome. Okay, so I'm going to do these two in Scout, which I just love. Now, Scout was, I believe it was a paste. I could be wrong, but it was a color of the month whenever, sometime recently. And now it's in ink form and available now. So you never know if you like those colors of the month, if we, you know, if there's enough enthusiasm for them, they sometimes bring them back as permanent colors. And I know that chalk is trying to increase the number of colors or the amount of colors for ink. So, hi Patricia Brown. I am good. I am really good. Lena says, I love that color. I have like 4. Kathy says that. You will get the laser up, and I hope so. All right, look at how cute. Okay, you guys, that's adorable. I'm holding it weird. Hang on. Let me show you better. Let me show you better. I am good, Patricia Brown. Look at that. I should have done it blue and yellow for my husband. You know that, but that is cute. All right, I love that green. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. I have confidence in myself or I wouldn't have bought it. I wouldn't have bought the machine, but come on, I mean, I just get overwhelmed sometimes if I'm learning too many things at once. And then if it didn't really look like what I was looking at, so then I got more stressed, but it's all going to be fine. It's all going to be fine. We're going to learn it together, I can tell you that. Okay, so this one says, never lost, always exploring. Thanks for sprinkling. Hi, Florine. All right, how pretty are these? I am loving these. I think this is considered like a metallic color. I don't know. It's not super shiny. I mean, it's a little shiny right now, but not super shiny. We may have to grab the rest of my ink colors because I am now looking at these and going, ooh, I want to do this in gold and I want to do this one in red. But for now, let's just keep working at it. We're going to do a black ink. Now, I did not put any ink colors in the cart link. I just put the transfers that I'm using in the patches. You pick the colors you like. Head on over to the tab that says ink and choose what you like. Again, if you want to put this on, I'm actually going to put one of these on my hat, and I don't really wash those. So you could do that in ink if it's, or in paste if you like. Well, it is a good Christmas screen. I just love it for the camping vibe. This one says, what does it say? Wander often. Love that. All in black. Honestly, you could do these in any color. They're going to look cute. Pick the colors you like. All right, now what should I do? I'm going to do this one in nominee, so let me grab my colors. Oh, Kathy Lane, thank you so much. Is this nominee or is this shimmer gold? Nominee ink is amazing. This is one of those colors that nominee was a metallic paste, and it was a color of the month back in the fall sometime. And they brought it back because we just begged them. And now I don't even pick up my shimmer gold. I just go straight for nominee. I can get more detailed and do multiple colors with these if you like. I'm just trying to show you a quick and easy project. I'm thinking, I don't know what I want to do on the axe. I will say the metallic colors do have a little bit of an odor to them. So if you're sensitive to that, you might want to do it in a well-ventilated area. I love nominee. Second favorite after Scout. Yes. Oh, look at me. I pulled them both out for you today. Hi, Donna Schiller. Oh, it is hot. It is humid as all get out today, is what it is. Okay, what else we got left? We've got this and this. We're going to do the axe one in all black. Like I said, even though my daughter's school, their colors were purple. I don't know if I have a purple ink handy, so we're going to go with black. Honestly, no, all the colors would look good. So this says Axe Company. Patricia says, what's the difference between ink and paste and how would you use it? Patricia, we were just going over that and I'm happy to go over that again. Ink is permanent. You want to use ink on anything you plan to wash. Anything you plan to wash, okay? So that would be fabric, pillows, towels, shirts, blah, blah, blah. You need to heat set it before you wash it. Make sure you heat set it. And I show that in all of my videos that I use ink, how to heat set. Whether it's on a cup or something like that, you can heat set in your oven. You want to heat set ink. Paste is semi-permanent and it is better suited for like your average crafts on wood and whatnot. Does that answer your question? But just like I was saying to Amanda, anything that you plan to wash, you need to use ink, okay? Ink, 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 all the way. There's our little fire. Thank you, Cindy, for reminding me to use it. Even though I said it and then promptly did not use it. Okay, so we've got these. I might use gold. Definitely done with the Scout. I need to make something with Scout, like on a shirt or something, because I love it. Good. I'm glad that answered your question, Patricia. Okay, we're going to get rid of black. I get to where my jar of water is more full, it has more, what do I want to say? Tools in it than it has water, so now I need to clean it all. Okay, so I've got a few colors here. Gold, Ocean Mist, and Candy Apple. And I might do a few different colors on these, so I'm going to get my detail tool out. And I've got black all over me. Hi, Jan. How are you? Okay, so now, I did not clean that the last time I used it. We are going to do, let's do this one. I'm debating on which colors I want to use on this. I'm thinking okay, I think what we'll do is we're going to use Ocean Mist. Now you can use any blue. This is just the ink I have, so I'm going to use Ocean Mist, which is a very light blue. This is probably way more than I need. Hang on. I got too much on it here. And I'm going to go around and do just inside this box. So this is like a postage stamp design, which doesn't quite fit on this patch. So I'm going to just do my best to go only around. There's also like an outline here. And I'm just going to go around this outline. If you want to grab the rest of it and do, you know, the little bumpy part that makes it look like a stamp, you can do that. I am not. Now, what's cool about ink, you guys, if you haven't tried it, it doesn't dry as quickly as paste. And so if you like to work with multiple colors, you don't have to worry so much about pulling up in between. I mean, unless you take a super long time, but the ink does take longer to dry, so you have more time. to play with it. Now you could also, on this one would have been cute, maybe to paint the inside of the oval red and do the blue on top, or do the nominee on top would be pretty. That's another option. Okay, and we'll just pull this up. Okay, so it says established USA 1776. Watching LSU West Virginia game. Oh, baseball. Baseball. I do not have the patience to. I like to play baseball, obviously. I'm playing softball. But I get so bored just watching it. Okay, now let's do one more. Now this, I can't decide now because I have this hat here. Ooh, I might do that one. We'll see. Okay, same thing for this. Obviously, we're going to have a couple colors here. I'm going to start with nominee in the center. I'm going to do the ribbon in nominee ink. I'm using my detail tool. We're just going to go across the word freedom. So I think Jason and I are going to try to go out on the boat tomorrow. Well, we are going to try. The problem is we still can't get to our boat, apparently, without a water taxi. Never had this as an issue before. This is our first time on the lake, so I will share with you guys how that looks tomorrow. We'll see. Charlene, I'm giving you something to do while the game's on. How about that? That's probably a good way to think of it, huh? All right. Now we're going to do red down here. So yeah, we thought maybe we could get to it without a water taxi. But we just got a voicemail saying, nope, roads are still shut down. Guys, the Red River has had so much rain that it's just causing. If you are a TikTok follower or you're on TikTok at all and you look up Red River, the Red River connects to the lake where our boat is. Red River flooding or whatever, you'll see some crazy stuff. Crazy stuff out there. Aren't they cool, Melissa? I like them. All right, we're going to do this last little bit. The blue on top. I think it would look great if you have Cadet. I am out of my Cadet ink. So I am waiting on my shipment. Oh my gosh, speaking of that. The UPS guy came yesterday with my order. And I hear this loud crash. I was out in the driveway when he came. And I hear this loud crash, and then I hear him say, oh, your box broke. And then my paste came out of I saw it from afar. It came out of the truck, down the gutter, and then into the drain. Right, I went, oh no! You guys, literally rolled down into this. We have these huge drains. Didn't quite know what to do with them, but I got them. Yes, I'm very excited. I got a little black here. I'm going to dry this. He was very apologetic, but I was very sad. I like the way this one turned out. I'm going to put this on my counter. So, those of you who wanting to know about ink, you're going to heat set it with your iron. You gotta wait until it's completely dry, okay? So let me dry this one and then I'll show you. What's my other one? Did I blow it on the floor? I did. My 1776. I blew it way under the door. Hang on, let me grab it. The only thing I don't like about my heat tool is it's a little more similar to a hairdryer as opposed to the other one that was quieter. It didn't really blow like things around. It's the only bummer about it. Okay, let's get these all put away. I just want to touch up. Hang on, it doesn't really matter what brush I get. Of course, I pulled the one brush that I can't use. I just want to touch up this little black spot that I got on my patch here. I'm not real happy about it. The best way to cover up any mistakes is just dry it really well and then paint over it in the color you want. So I got a little nominee in my blue, so I'm just taking this really skinny brush and dabbing it over. And then you just want to dry it and then heat set it. If you have any imperfections, you can totally do that. Okay. Now the last day for the free shipping on $100 orders is over. That ended yesterday, you guys. But there's lots of cool things on my site right now. And we did a really fun club project on Friday. Hopefully, if you're not in the VIP group, make sure you're in my VIP group because that's where I do the majority of my club designs. Okay, so just with this one, I'll show you the way you heat set any fabric, okay, is make sure your ink is totally dry, okay? You can just let it sit. You don't have to have a dryer. And then take your iron and some parchment paper, and you're just going to go over it like this for a couple of minutes, okay? I love anything mini. I always, the minis and launches. Yes. Well, you can have a mini and it still be like a big project, right? Like you can turn something small into something big. I love the minis. Okay, and then once you heat set it for a couple of minutes, I did not probably do it long enough. Actually, for me, I just test it, okay? So I do the parchment paper. I go like this for maybe a minute or so. And you want to do it this, no steam, on the hottest setting that the fabric that you're doing this on will allow, okay? This is cotton, so I get my iron turned all the way up. And then what I do is, once it feels like part of the material, then I'm fine with it, okay? I just leave it like that. Now I'm gonna heat set the rest of these, not right now, but I love this one too. Maybe I can't decide which one I wanna put here. Okay, so I have to decide. Let me heat set this one and then we can choose. This one dry? No. All right, we're gonna pick one of these patriotics. Yeah, that's what I did too. So anytime, guys, Chalk offers free shipping on a qualifying order in any way, you definitely want to take advantage of it. And what I tell people is make sure you get it's a good time to get some of your heavy items Now, usually there's a cap on how much of a shipping they'll give you. Sometimes it's $50, sometimes it's $25. This week it was $25. So just check in your cart before if they give you any charge for shipping. So if they did, that means your shipping cost is over $25. You would have to order probably 10 rustic rounds or something like that in order to like have that be a thing to be charged. But if you do get charged, it's usually because there's a max benefit for that. Okay, let me just show you, put these here so you can see them. And then let me show you what I'm going to do on mine. Isn't this super cute? I think I'm going to take this one. And I am going to put it right here on this hat. Okay, now I probably could hot glue it on here and it'd be fine. But I think what I'm going to do is just get some fabric glue because I don't really, I mean, I could sew it. You could totally sew it if you want. But I think what I'm going to do, this is just like a white or an off-white hat that you could take any of these patches and put them right on. What do you guys think? I think it's super cute. I love this one in particular. But look, you could put a square one on here. This one's still wet. Even a small square one looks cute on the hat. I was debating. I couldn't decide. But you could go ahead and use some fabric glue and glue it on or sew it on, right? Any of these are cute. I don't know if going this way. Oh, look! Even this one is cute. I mean, this would have to be not my hat, but you can even do the oval going up and down. Yes, ma'am. They're in your back office right now. Okay, so how stinking cute. So it really doesn't matter. Let's see, this one I would do diagonal. Look at that. Isn't it cute? That is adorable. So this is a hat I already had, but I don't care. So I'm going to just, I'm going to put the 1776 over it like this. Ha! How adorable. All right, guys, you could put it on the bill. Of course, you could put it down here on the bill if you like, right? This is a short billed hat. Let's see, this hat. I want to take this off. Hang on. Let me make it so I can see myself. Okay, you could put it on here, like that, if you wanted. Or you could put it, this bill is a little longer. You could put it on the bill if you want, like that. Something like that. I'm going to see, this is so delayed, I'm trying to see. Yes, any of these would work out. Well, see, that is cute on the black. Okay, but I particularly like this one on this one is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. Type the word wild and check your messages. Let me know if you have any questions. I think these are adorable. These are in low supply, so if you have not gotten them, you're going to want to grab them. And we'll see you guys soon. Bye, everyone.